guys, Mount Vernon Kid here, coming to you again. How's everybody doing up there? Hope everybody's well, gearing up for the weekend. Uh, so I comes in today from work and uh, get some news about what's going on with the Daredevil series, Netflix series. And first of all, I apologize for not talking about how do I feel about Vincent D'Onofrio playing the Kingpin. I think it's a good choice. I really do. I think it's a good choice. Very talented actor. Has spent a long tenant career on Law and Order: Criminal Intent. Wasn't a big avid watcher of that show. My Law and Order is SVU, always will be. But the episodes I did watch, he was really good on it. But I'm looking forward to seeing he bring his own flavor to it. I'm just hoping that there won't be too much comparison between him and the late great Michael Clark Duncan. Rest in peace. So I'm hoping that's not the case. Please don't try to compare the two. Different ranges for both. But I think it's a good choice. And but today we got a new cast to the series for the 13 episode series, and that's Miss Rosario Dawson. Now, for all you guys that don't know this, she is one of many of my celebrity crushes. I love Rosario, and wherever she is, I'm gonna try to watch it. If I can't catch it in theaters, I'll try to find it somewhere just to watch her. I think she's a great actress, very talented, very spirited, very bright, and she's one of us. Yeah, she's a geek. Don't let the good looks fool you. She's one of us. But when I heard this, I was like, okay, and bam, right away, two theories came to my mind of who she's gonna play. Now, right there, you'll probably say, "Hey, Chris, so you're thinking she's Elektra?" Wrong. Nope, no way. Nope, I don't think she's gonna be Elektra. And if she is, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But here's my theories on who Miss Rosario Dawson is going to play. I have two. So here we go. All right, so the first one, the first theory is none other than Miss Angelina Del Toro, aka the second White Tiger. Now, for all those who don't know who she is, Angela Del Toro was a FBI agent during the time when it was being when Matt was being ousted out as being Daredevil. She was following up on the case, and she really got really close to him in terms of she really wanted to understand why anybody would jump into a costume and become a hero. Before she got the medallion from her uncle, the original White Tiger, Hector Alayanda. If I butchered the name, I apologize. And she really wanted to figure out why he does this, and Matt showed her why, and in a sense, because of a common stranger that she helped, gave her gratitude, saying thank you, like almost in a sense was like, whoa, that's cool, I just helped this person and that's what I got out of it, almost like a sense of gratitude. And later on she would become the next White Tiger. Unfortunately, we know that she was killed by Lady Bullseye, brought back to life by the Hand to be one of their followers. She nearly killed Black Tarantula. This is all during Shadowland story arc. If you don't know, check it out. And she's still alive, but unfortunately she's not the White Tiger anymore. That title now goes on to her niece. Yeah, her niece. No, not her niece, her aunt. who is the current White Tiger that was a part of the Avengers Academy and now is a part of Mighty Avengers. That is her 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 aunt. So that's one choice. I'm thinking Miss Rosario Dawson is going to play White Tiger because it'd be cool. Because to me, that's another character that I feel that could be useful for the Netflix series of showcasing, some of the lesser known heroes. That's why I'm hoping that this the Netflix deal is not just the one and done deal. Like once they wrap up the 4 series and then they do the Defenders, that's it. No, I'm hoping this continues into the next wave. So besides that, this would be good for the Latin community as well. I'm a big vocal and advocate for spreading the use of the minority characters, especially in heroes as well, because they don't get as much shine. Whether you're African American, Asian American, Latino American, does not matter. If you have an ethnicity besides, what, I'm not gonna say it. It showcases that. That's why I'm always an advocate of that. And speaking for yours truly here, you can understand why. Because I share both heritage. I am biracial and I'm proud of it. And I always want to see minorities get shine and not always be stereotypically placed as what certain society may look at them as being. Especially in terms of African American, Latino, we're always the gangsters of the hoods and things like that. Asians, it's either they're always with the triad or they're with the Yakuza, or they're just gangsters as well. But there's so much more to ethnicity as well. So this would be good. And Rosario is, if I'm not mistaken, she is, correct me on that, guys, is biracial as well. So I think, yeah, and she would look so good in that costume if they pulled it off right. She's got the long hair as Angelina, and I could dig her with the White Tiger and the Jade amulet. That'd be so cool. The Jade Tiger amulet, which gives her abilities, which up her abilities in terms of her speed, agility, strength, all kinds of things. All her attributes get souped up. Good character, very good character, underrated indeed. But yeah, that's one theory. Now, the next theory is another one that, bam, right away popped into my head because of Matt's. You say what you want about Peter. Peter and his Parker luck. Peter gets some good-looking girls too. Matt gets some good-looking girls too, but they're just badasses and dangerous and strong women, and I like that. That's what I like. But the other one is none other than Miss Maria Lopez, aka Echo. And I'm still angry at Bendis for killing her off. Yes, Bendis, you and me will come to blows on that one, dude. I still have no question of why Marvel decided, hey, okay, yeah, kill her off. Echo, great character. Now, she is of Latino and Native American background. She wears it proudly as well. Echo is similar to Matt in a sense. There is some similarities, but a little bit different. Echo, Maria is, instead of being technically blind, she does have a disability. She's deaf. She can't hear. But she can read lips very well. And she is a badass martial artist. She's great with weapons. When Matt and her meet, it's like almost like, whoa. And Matt has to almost take a step back, like, okay, she's good, But they became lovers at one point. Matt and her dated for a short time. Echo later on became Ronin. and she was Ronin while she was in Japan working undercover, and then later on she pretty much joined up with Luke Cage's New Avengers, and she was there for a while before that roster went through changes, as all Avengers teams do. And after that, we didn't see her for a while, and then we found out later on in Moon Knight, the previous Moon Knight series that Bendis wrote and Alex Maleev drew. She was out in LA undercover once again, and unfortunately she was killed off by Count Nefaria, who was now going as the kingpin of LA out there. I was really upset about that. I was really pissed off that they killed her off, because not only were they were setting up, it seemed like they were setting up a good partnership between her and Moon Knight, but also almost like it almost looked like they were about to find something interesting in each other, like, okay, let's give this a shot, but they killed her off, and it pissed me off. It was even cool because she even got a vibranium dagger, a vibranium staff that can extend and and things like that. It was really cool. I was liking that she had that weapon, and they killed her off, and I was like, oh man, but she's a good character. Like my friend Ben Blackwood, I have more respect for the heroes and heroines that have a disability, or just characters in particular, but they don't let that deter them and are like that. And Echo, she had her defeat.
She can't hear, but it was, still cool. She had a hard time. There were times where, when you would read it and she'd be in fights with maybe her fellow Avengers, it'd be kind of like you would look at it and you'd be like, okay, how is she able to, understand, if to jump out of the way or something like that, and you leave that. But I had a friend that was like that. He was like, so wait a minute, man, she's deaf, right? And I was like, yeah, she's deaf. So right here we had Spider-Man telling her, Echo, get out of the way. How did she know what he was saying when you can't read it? She can't read his lips underneath the mask. And I was like, okay, you're getting too realistic with it. Just enjoy it for what it was, and it's stuff like that. But they do say it's going to be a role that is going to be a recurring role, and she is going to change Matt's life in a sense. And I don't necessarily think it's going to be Elektra. It'd be cool if it is, but Rosario as Elektra would be interesting, be different, but I think they would want to keep Elektra, aka Greek, in a sense, because that's what she is. Give her that sense of Rosario can pull off that issue of in a sense, Elektra isn't a broken character, but you see she's a character that doesn't show off that innocence that she once had anymore. She bottles it all up. She barricades it up, and all you see is this warrior now. But my theory is that with Elektra is that we'll see back flashbacks of when Matt and her were in college together. Something like that. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. But I think either Miss Rosario Dawson is going to play Angelina Del Toro, the second White Tiger, or Maria Lopez, Echo. And that's my theories. Those are my theories. I'm sticking to them. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I have no problem being wrong. That's just the type of guy that I am. But no. But other than that, guys, those are my choices. Now, what do I want from you? I want input. What do you feel who do you feel Miss Rosario Dawson is going to play in the Daredevil Netflix series?
And if you agree on me, my choices, thank you. I appreciate it. But if you have something different in mind, I'm always willing to hear them out. I have no quarrels against it. We all have our own opinions. That's what makes us geeks good. And sometimes it makes us kind of bad because, but for me, as the Omni Geek High Lord of New York, I hold a bigger standard. And I'm open to anybody's opinion. It's just me. But other than that, this is Malvern Kid, the Honorable Warrior himself, the Omni Geek High Lord of New York, saying, take care, have a good weekend. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.